Alright guys, well we are back in my garage, and if you guys thought last year's long update video was uploaded late, just wait till this year because this one's going to be really late because I'm even farther behind on videos this year than I was last year. But I'm still going to make this video, again, just to give you guys a chance to kind of give a general update on garage door things and channel things, and give you guys a chance to let me know what kind of things you guys want to see. So yeah, this one I'm going to try to make it kind of quick, but we'll see what I can cover. Before I do get started, this is going to be kind of a different year as far as, well, I'll get to that in a different video. I'll make a separate video on that because I don't want this video to go on for too long, but I will say that there will be some things changing this year. So there's going to be some things that will be different. But anyway, for now, so in the garage here, my two doors, first of all, as far as things I need to do for updates on these doors, really nothing that needs to be done except could probably lube them. I actually said last year, that's exactly what I said last year, is there's nothing I need to do really except probably lube them. And guess what I didn't do last year? Lube the doors. So I'll do that sometime this year. But yeah, the doors themselves are perfectly fine. Nothing that really needs to be done. I could always play with the tracks on the small door a little more, but honestly, it's just the way that this ceiling and the structure is kind of messed up now, and I don't feel like, it would honestly end up having to be that I basically take this entire side down and redo it, and I don't particularly feel like doing that because the door runs quiet, it runs smooth, it's fine. So current setup I have for openers out here is just the usual setup, the 8365 on the small door, and then the LDC 0850 on the big door. So pretty, just a normal setup for now. Now, as far as opener swaps on the small door go this year, as far as for opener swaps, so yes, I will be doing them again. For stuff that I would like to get to, I know for sure I want to get to the 85. I want to do the 8500W up here, and I also kind of want to do some more of my 3/4 horsepower machines because I haven't done very many of those. I know I've done the 3585. That might be it. No, I did the 8557 as well, but I do want to get some more of those up here because I do like those machines. But otherwise, again, I'm probably just gonna go through the list and do videos of openers that you guys have requested to see on this door. And lately I haven't really had as much time. As you guys know, I've been busy and I haven't had as much time for opener swaps and stuff. So it might even end up being I just do a bunch of Chamberlain chain drives up here, which, if that's the case, I have enough Chamberlain chain drives that could be all I do this year, and I would probably still have more to do. But we'll just see what happens. If things get less busy as the year goes on, we'll see. But yeah, so opener swaps will be happening. We'll just have to see, though. There hasn't really, other than the 8500W, there hasn't really been anything in particular that I've wanted to get up here, so I'll just go through the list of what you guys have requested. And then over here we got all my rails, and at the moment there's really nothing that I need. By the way, I don't think I showed you this in the video of the power lift, but this is the rail. The brown one is the rail for the power lift. It is painted brown, and if I can show you the front, oh yeah, the trolley on the power lift kind of resembles a little bit an old Sears trolley, kind of like, like that. It kind of resembles that. But then this is the pulley at the front for the cable, literally just an extension spring pulley. But yeah, and then this rail is for the 450. But anyway, so there's no rails that I really need right now. I guess if there's anything, I need a rail for my automatic doorman, but I would be surprised if I actually found one and I can make a Chamberlain rail. I have made a Chamberlain rail work on it, so yeah. But as far as out here, that's really all that I've got, so we'll head down to the basement now. Alrighty, so here we are in the basement. So current setup I've got right now is I have the 8550W installed on the mini door. I've got the 84501 over there still for that opener, and the Linear LDC 0800 down on the bench there. So to start off, first of all, as far as the mini door goes, nothing needs to be done to this. This thing is running perfectly fine. The opener collection, yes, this place has gotten very full this year. Yeah, not a whole lot more room left for openers, although it has been slowing down as far as what I've been taking home, because first of all, there hasn't been as much interesting stuff lately, and there's also just hasn't, sorry, gotta remember what I was gonna say. I also have been more picky on what I'm taking home, so that is slowing down, but occasionally I will still find something cool here and there. I've also got over here that nice stack of 8365 boxes. This actually, you know, these 8365 boxes work really well for storing openers and also good for shipping. Yeah, you know, I just label what's in each box so that I don't forget. But anyway, yeah, so I guess we can start out by saying, as far as openers I'm looking for, it would be mainly the Genie screwdriver, the ISL 950 with the rounded case, the new style one, and a Sears 663-901 are really the two main openers that I've been looking for. Otherwise, same drill. You know, if it's old, interesting, rare, whatever, I'll take it. Yeah, so yeah, but I've got a lot of openers now. I haven't done a count on how many I have. But you know, like I said, you know, this place is getting quite full now. I guess I've got maybe squeeze a couple more on the very top there, and then I might be able to fit a couple more down on this shelf here, but I don't really know. But yeah, so as far as parts that I need, I'm trying to think, because there's not a whole lot of stuff that I need. Would be cool to get a light cover for that Chamberlain screwdriver there. Let's see. Yeah, there's really not a whole lot that I'm looking for in terms of parts. I still need sensors for that Rainer Flight Star. Oh, let's see. Yeah, honestly, I think that's it. I guess I'm still looking for a battery backup for 25, 3500 and the 3800. And I guess I need the covers, side covers for this thing, but you know, it hasn't really been a whole lot of parts that I've been needing. I found a lot of parts I've been needing this year. So as far as opener swaps on the mini door go, I know I said this last year that I wanted to get back into doing that more because I didn't really keep up with it. I'm going to say the same thing this year. I do want to get back into doing opener swaps down here, because I know last year, I guess for like the first half of the year, I actually did quite a few swaps, I think. I don't know. But I do know that once it got to summer, I just didn't do as many swaps, and then I had the accelerator up for like 6 months because I just didn't have the time to replace it. So it's going to be the same kind of thing with the small door. It might honestly just end up being a bunch of head swaps. Honestly, the next few openers to go up here might just be MyQ belt drives, because they're quick, they're easy to do. I don't have to mess with mechanical limits. You know, if I'm feeling ambitious, I'll pull out something old, but you know. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see on this door and the small door too. As usual, and if I don't have it on the list already, I'll add it to the list. Sorry, I'm tired. But yeah, I mean, that's about, I don't really think I have a whole lot else to say for down here. And I guess, you know, as far as collecting openers, this summer I may need to rent a storage unit to start storing things until I get my own place to keep openers, because yeah, I've got a lot. The one other thing that I'm going to say real quick that I didn't actually mention in the video of this 8550W. So if you remember when I got this 84501, it had a bad board. So I originally used the board out of that 87504 there to put in this, but then I found an 8550W, another one that I took the board out of. What I actually did is I put the board from that 8550W in here because I was thinking that was actually going to be the original board to that opener, not a replacement, so that this thing could have regular speed control, but it turns out that was not the case. That was also a replacement board. So, but I was really saying is the cycle count on this opener. I don't remember what I originally said it was, but I think it was saying it was something around like 15,000. Oh yeah, don't ask about that. That was stupid how I got that. Yeah, so 15,000 is what it says, but that's with this board. I checked on that thing. That board has about, I think, 6 to 8,000 cycles on it, so it's really not as much. So now not only does this one have that generic speed control, but so does this one. I should move these wires off the sprocket there. You can see. You can kind of see how the way that soft stop is, instead of a speed curve, it just reverts to a slower speed. But yeah, so now that's actually all I've got for down here. So yeah, I do like the way that thing looks up there. Anyways, last thing, we'll just head up to my room quick, and then that's gonna be it. All right, so here we are in my room again with my closet, looking at my remote collection, which, you know, still got plenty of remotes, and I've got some on this upper row now. So yes, I am still collecting remotes. You know, just kind of whatever I come across. I'm trying to think, I just recently got one of these. I don't see these very often. One of these Craftsman buttons, but yeah, but anyway, so as far as remotes, there's not really anything in particular that I'm looking for. Just stuff that's rare or new old stock or whatever. That'd be cool to have. And then I do have a pretty good supply of parts that I've got now. This is a bunch of, got some Chamberlain boards in here. This is a dual capacitor boards I have been saving, and billion code boards that take the old RPM sensor I have been saving as well. I also try to hang on to MyQ boards if I can, because those don't show up too often, and it's nice to have extras. But I've got power cords and stuff. These are a bunch of spare keypads, except I think I have one Craftsman keypad in here that would not be considered a spare. I think I have a bunch of smart panels in here. And then I have, here I can maybe show you, I've got some Stanley parts in here. You can kind of see some of it. I parted out a Stanley to fix that yellow Stanley I had, and I did save the rest of the parts for that. And then in here, I parted out a WLED, and you can kind of see some of it in there. I've got the motor, one of the LED strips, and I've got the board somewhere. But yeah, so I do have WLED stuff, and then I have a bunch more. Hold up. Chamberlain parts in here. I've got, you know, boards, motors, limit assemblies, and whatnot. So nice supply of parts. So I mean, if you guys are looking for parts, let me know. I'd be happy to send you guys parts, because I can get as many free parts as I want from dumpster openers. So if you guys are looking for something, let me know, and I'd be happy to send it to you. Same deal as far as openers, you know. As long as you guys pay for shipping, I'd be happy to send you stuff. And then we'll go over, I do have some Genie parts in here as well. I have some sets of eyes. I got more clutch screw drive parts, so I am happy about that. And I have stealth parts. Yeah. But, I mean, basically as far as updates that I have, so as usual, just let me know what kind of stuff you guys want to see, and thanks for watching.